Miss Chipman, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for being on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks
Tell
for
me,
having me.
yeah. So you're, I pick realtors for their stories, right? And I know a little bit about your story, like what you were doing prior to real estate.
Okay.
So walk me through like your first few days in your first career that you had, because you had a big career, right? So talk to me
Yeah.
about that career.
So prior to my adventurous journey into the wild world of real estate, I started in insurance, which is actually just as wild and crazy. I
Yeah.
feel like I got the opportunity to work under another insurance sales agent, did some training, and ended up opening up my own insurance office here in Las Vegas. And I was in the insurance field for about 13 years.
Okay.
That was a great foundation to set me up for success realistically in real estate, because it allowed me to really zero in on my people skills and my sales skills. And it also allowed me the opportunity to become that trusted advisor
Yeah.
for my sphere, my clients, friends, family. So it was a smooth transition into real estate because of that 13 years.
13 years. So
13 years.
13 years. What? So why did you get into insurance first? Like, people don't like, just for realtors and lenders. I'm pretty sure insurance
Yeah.
people, they don't grow up and say, "I want to be an insurance agent."
No, I totally fell into it,
Okay, yeah.
which basically going back, I started when I was about 18 years old in the banking industry. Right out of high school, I was working as a teller at Wells Fargo. When
Nice.
I was working as a teller, I've always had drive to what's the next thing. And I was working as a teller, but I was trying really hard to get the bankers in the bank to teach me their business, doing loans and accounts openings. Anyways, I became friends with this woman named Sherry that I'm still great friends with to this day. After about 5 years, maybe 3 or 4 years actually in the banking industry, I went from a teller at 18 years old to an assistant branch manager at Bank of America at 21.
Wow.
And then I got pregnant with my daughter. 9/11 happened. A lot changed just in my life personally and in the world. And I ended up getting out of the banking industry, and I stayed home for 2 years. It was about a year and a half, 2 years with my first daughter. And then, so the insurance thing happened because I was looking to go back to work. My daughter was, old enough now that I felt comfortable leaving, and I was ready to re-enter the workforce. And that friend of mine, Sherry, that I met through the banking industry, had opened up an insurance agency. And she actually, I had no desire to get into insurance, but she pushed for,
She's
it
like,
felt like
"Do
a while,
this."
like
Yeah.
6 months to a year. She's like, come to work. Come work with me, be my assistant. And finally one day she must have, caught me in a weak moment. I agreed.
Like, yes, I'll do it.
And then 13 years later.
And we're here. So 13 years. Okay. What's probably the most important thing that you learned as an insurance agent that now you're like, man, this has really helped my business as a successful realtor?
Relationships,
Yeah.
face to face, belly to belly with the people that you're working with. People want to work with people that they know, like, and trust. I
Yep.
mean, this is not a secret sauce
Yeah.
that anybody has to try to figure out. The most important thing that I have found in the insurance business, and now in transitioning into real estate, was to get close to my people
Yeah.
and stay close to my people. I actually, perfect example, I still, deliver client appreciation gifts to clients
see
that I
that, yeah.
sold homes to 8 years ago. A friend of mine, or a past client friend, he posted on social media yesterday because he got his client gift. I do these quarterly gifts. He got his client gift in the mail, and he's like, I bought my house like over 4 years ago, and I still get gifts from
That's awesome.
my real estate agent. And call her if you ever need anybody. But my intention with them is to just let them know, like, I appreciate them. I appreciated them before, and when that sale was done, and a lot of times people seem to think that once we get our paycheck, we don't care anymore and we run off. And that's just not how I do my
Yeah,
business. My clients are my clients forever, and I want them to know that.
You want them for life.
Yeah.
So talk to me about leading up to, I'm leaving this fucking insurance game. What happened?
So I actually had a contract with American Family Insurance.
Okay.
And if anybody's familiar with the insurance industry, it was, when I got into it, I was young. I was only, 20, two or something like that. So I didn't know anything. I was kind of trial by error.
Yeah.
But what I figured out over time is that this business that I had thought I owned, I was, entrepreneur spirit. I own my own business. Look, my name's on the door. It makes me something fancy.
This is mine.
What I found out as time went on and I got older and wiser was that I really didn't own anything. They owned me. I was in a contract and I was getting paid and I was making a decent living, but that business was not mine. That business was theirs. And they were just using me as the face to sell their product. It left me always feeling like I didn't have the control that I wanted over my career and my income and my future and my retirement. And that was probably the seed that really started to grow when I was deciding that I needed to exit out of the insurance industry and look for something new. I always have loved real estate. I can't even tell you why. It's like the voice within. We're both spiritual and religious. And there's always that voice. When I was 19 years old, I had talked about going and getting my real estate license, and then I never did. I don't know what happened, but life just happens.
Shit happens.
I never did. And then there was just this calling. I really can't put a description to it. I just knew there was just this thing that happened that I was like, I don't want to be in insurance anymore. I am going, and at the time I was a single mom. I had my three daughters. I had no safety net. I had no financial support other than my own, ability to provide for myself and my daughters. And I was in this position where I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. And it's like a sink or swim, right? And I literally just put all of my trust in the voice. And I closed my doors to my insurance office. I think it was like a January 5th. And started school, which was a Friday, and started real estate school the following Monday. I went to school full time, and I put my whole heart and soul into making sure that I was going to pass that test on the first try because I needed to have a paycheck start rolling in very quickly. So I went to school in January. I passed all my tests in February, and I was licensed by March 1st of 2015. And again, it was like sink or swim. Now it's like, okay, now I've done this. I've left behind this career where I had good money coming in, and now I have zero income, and it's time to.
Oh my God! So you completely closed shop. You didn't even sell it. They didn't give you the opportunity to sell it.
I did. So again, I didn't own the company the way I thought I did.
Dang, that sucks.
No. So it's like, I mean, technically, you sell it, you close it. Like But
nothing. Okay.
It's not like it's not like somebody who owns some insurance agencies, like Allstate agents. I shouldn't even speak on Allstate. I don't know all the details, but a lot of agents do own their company,
like their book of business.
They can sell and become very, very profitable at selling their book of business. That was not the contract I had.
Dang.
So I did not own any of it. So basically, when I closed my doors, I was like, okay, thanks, bye.
All right, see you later.
I gave you 13 years. Bye.
Oh my God. Okay, so March comes, and how long was the ramp up phase, and what
so the funny thing is, because we're here doing social media content, video stuff, right? When I got into the business in 2015, that was very, very, very new, and not a lot of people did a whole lot of social media. And I remember hearing all kinds of crazy things like, oh, don't mix business and pleasure, and don't post videos of you being out with your friends if you're trying to be a professional and sell real estate.
That shit out of here.
Yeah. And I honestly, right from the start, again, the voice within me was like, no, I'm a relationship person, and I want to connect with people who connect with me. So I even getting into real estate school, I started talking about it. I would post pictures of like the books this big that I had to read and learn. And I just started talking about real estate on a daily basis. And then I kept talking about all the other things I was doing. I was talking about my kids. I was talking about the concerts I go to because that's my passion.
The fun you have,
Yeah. So I just kind of very seamlessly rolled real estate into my business or my life every single day. And so by the time I had my license, I think that my sphere had already been well tuned to the fact that I was getting my licenses.
She's
and I was
licensed.
And I just, I call it lucky, call it blessed, whatever it is. I had one of my very first client. She was a friend of mine. She was another single mom. So somebody that knows me, likes me, and trusts me and can
Yep.
relate to me, called me and was like, I'm sick of renting. Can you help me? And I'm like, yeah, that my
Hell
license
yeah.
says I can. I don't really know exactly
Yes,
how
I
to
can.
do that. But yeah, let's do this. And yeah.
I don't know anything yet, but I will help you
But
right
I will
now.
help
Yeah.
you. And so I got her linked up with a lender and she got pre-approved.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, I was in the business, I don't know, a month or two, and I had my first closing. And
That is
then, you know,
awesome.
once you get that first check, you're like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to do
You're like,
this
I
some
like
more.
this. Yeah.
And then off to the races we went.
So
Yeah.
you're with Urban Nest right now. Is that who you initially joined?
No, when I
Okay.
first got into the business, I went to my real estate school at Berkshire Hathaway.
Okay.
And there was something about Berkshire Hathaway that I really loved, and I just felt like this is my spot, this is where I want to be, and I kind of went with my gut and my feelings, and I enjoyed being with them for the time period that I was, but it was very short. I think I was there maybe less than 6 months. To be real honest, I was a brand new agent, and they were taking a pretty hefty cut of the commissions.
Yeah.
And being a businesswoman for many years behind, I was like, this isn't really making any sense. Like here, you know,
You're like looking at your
I'm
checks.
doing all the
I
work.
don't
These
know.
are my clients,
Yeah.
my buyers, my sellers. I'm the one running around, and they're taking a significant.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably close to 50% of the commissions.
And that's because you're new, right? Like,
Yeah,
so-
because I was a newer agent. So that was my spark to, okay, a change is needed. And I started looking into other companies. And I actually moved from Berkshire Hathaway over to Realty One Group. And
Okay.
I spent the next several years, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years at Realty One Group. Great experience there. I have nothing wrong to say. But
you just outgrew them
was-
or just,
yep. Yeah, I was going through a time where I was really growing in my real estate. I didn't need support buying it. Like, I didn't need help getting business or
Yeah.
helping people buy and sell houses. Like, I was doing great at that. I started to have a real desire to get involved in other things, like serving leadership roles. So through the Women's Council, through Las Vegas Realtors Board of Directors, I wanted to go into that space, and I needed better mentors for that, which is what drew me to Urban Nest Realty. The owners, Dave and Dave Tina, have both been past presidents of Las Vegas Realtors, state president. Dave Sr. was a state president. He's an NAR regional VP. So I really felt that they were the people I needed to be aligning myself with in order to future the other goals that I
Yeah.
had outside of just transactions.
That's nice. Okay. So Urban Nest, you've been there for how long now?
Ooh, I don't know, maybe 4 years.
For a
I might
while,
be going
right?
on
Yeah,
5 years.
yeah.
It's been a while. Yeah, I've
Okay.
been there for a while, and I love it there. I
Yeah.
love the atmosphere, the people. You just spoke with Felicia. Felicia's amazing.
She's awesome, yeah.
I mean, and everybody at Urban Nest Realty, it's like a big family, and we have a lot of love and support for each other, and I just like the atmosphere.
Are you a solo agent or do you have a team? Are you thinking about getting a team?
So I am currently a solo producing
Okay.
agent. My
Nice.
daughter also has her real estate license. She's 21 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She is not currently producing. Obviously, at 21, she's not. So she kind of works more as my assistant.
Awesome.
I have been toying with the idea of building a team, and I know that that's something that I will do in the future. I just have not. I'm a little bit of a control freak, going back to owning the insurance agency, right? Like, I needed to have control of my business.
Yeah.
And if I'm being super honest, even though it might not be the healthiest version of myself, I'm having a hard time giving
Letting
my
go.
clients to other people because they're
Yeah.
my clients. So I'm a control freak. I do have a transaction coordinator though. So I have somebody who processes my paperwork. I have a marketing team that I partner with that does all of my marketing. So I have a group of people
Yeah.
who help support the business that I do and allow me to just be the face.
Yeah.
Which is what I want.
That's how, yeah, that's what brings in the bucks. You're the face.
I get to go out and do the work,
the
and they get
events.
to go do all the
Yeah.
stuff in the
The
back.
the stuff that nobody really, I like to call it as the non money making activities.
Yeah.
Cause like you said, belly to belly, face to face, that's what really brings the money in the door. Right.
Yeah.
So
But all that stuff is so necessary too,
Yeah.
right? You can't have one without the other.
No.
When you're running an effective business
Yep.
and a successful business, you have to have all the all the bricks in place, that solid foundation.
I saw that you're in a coach or in small coaching group, right? With
Yes.
Dave, right? Yeah.
So this is probably one of the years I've done the more coaching
Yeah.
than ever. I've really, quadrupled down on investing in me
Yeah.
and my coaching and building myself both in so many levels. We call them the pillars, my personal, relational, spiritual, financial. Like I'm really working on becoming the best version of myself. And that always comes with investments. And a lot of times it comes with mentors and coaching. And I'm okay with that. But yeah, I am part of the Top of the Nest coaching that
Yeah.
Dave Jr. provides. He does that with a select top producing agents at the company. So yeah, I
big dogs.
am honored to
Yeah.
be a part of that group. That is awesome. I am also currently part of it's a national coaching brand, if you will. It's called the Circle of Champions.
Okay.
And I did that. I don't know if you saw it on my social media, but I did that Shield Maiden
That looked
immersion.
intense. Yes.
It was intense.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
What like when did you say like I want to go get the shit beat out of me and just grind?
The funny thing is I accidentally fell into that too. That seems to be my life, is I just kind of fall into things.
It's been an accident.
So I was going through a very trying time in my life, and I was all over the place.
Yeah.
My emotions were everywhere. I was trying, I was in one of those
Life,
seasons,
yes.
right? And so I got an invitation to attend an event here in Vegas. I went to which was on a Tuesday night. I think I got the invitation, and I went on Wednesday or something like that. And when I went there, the speaker, his name is Satema Gali, and he is the founder of Circle of Champions anyways, and also puts on the Shield Maiden immersion. They have one for men called the Titan immersion as well. Anyways, he was there speaking, and the whole time I was there, I was like, he's talking to me. Like whatever he's saying, I feel like I need to absorb all of it.
Yeah.
And he left that day with an opportunity introducing people to this immersion project or I don't even know what else to call it. And honestly, I literally pulled out my credit card and paid for it. I felt so moved by everything he was saying that I was like, well, I need to go and be a part of this. And the crazy thing is, this was actually, maybe it was on a Thursday now that I think about it, because I paid for it on Thursday, but that required me to get on a plane on Sunday and fly to Florida and be in Florida the entire next week. So I had to clear my schedule, handle my kids.
I remember we chatted. Yeah.
Yeah, and like run off, and pay a ton of money. A ton.
A shit ton of money.
And then later, after I paid the credit card, I pull them up online and I'm like, what did I just sign up for? I'm all pumped and I'm excited.
Damn.
And then I'm looking at the videos and I was like, what the beep? What the fuck did I just sign up for? But it was too late. The credit card had already been swiped.
Yeah.
And when I say it was a lot of money, it was a $10,000.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Expense for this.
Yeah.
To go get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Oh.
Like, can you just for the viewers?
You have 1 minute till 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay. So
give the viewers, what is this?
So it is definitely like I want to call it like a business owner's boot camp, right? And when I say boot camp, it's very military style. Like they are going to beat you down physically and mentally so that they can rebuild you. That's literally exactly what it is.
She paid money for that.
Yes, lots of money. And I spent hours getting my ass handed to me. I'm so sorry for all the bad words.
You could cut it. It's okay.
I literally spent hours like on the beach carrying sandbags and
I saw that. Yeah.
yeah, but it was awesome. You know what? Because I left thinking, holy crap, I could do that. Because when I watch the videos, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do that. What are they going to do?
No way, right?
There's no way. I'll quit. Well, what that experience really taught me is how powerful we really are, how powerful our bodies are, how powerful our minds are, and that we do a lot of times in life quit, and we don't need to.
Yeah.
And I was there, and I didn't quit any of the things that they wanted us to do and made us do. I didn't quit, and then I came home thinking like, wow, I really have a lot more power within me to achieve whatever it is I'm trying to achieve. And again, we go back to the pillars. It's spiritual, financial,
All of that needs to be
relational,
healthy. Yeah.
all of those things. So it was awesome. I highly recommend it. If anybody's going through a season and you need your booty,
You need your ass handed to you. shoot
me a call, tell you
shoot
how
her
to
a
do it.
shoot her a DM. So Christina has to leave because she's a realtor, and you know how this shit goes. She has to go show a house. So,
Yeah.
what do you want? So somebody that wants to make a change or is thinking about making a change, kind of like in your situation, right? You were a business owner, or you weren't, as you said. What advice would you give them that they want to get into real estate?
Oh man. Real estate has been one of the single most impactful, beneficial, amazing things to ever happen in my life. And I'm so thankful for this career. And I'm so thankful for the opportunities that it provides to me that I would probably never have anywhere else in any other career field. I'm thankful for the opportunity to literally change the trajectory of not only my life, but my children's life because of real estate. I believe so powerfully in just the opportunities that real estate provides that no other career I have ever found to have that. But with everything that is big and amazing is hard as heck.
Yeah.
And real estate is not for the weak. It is not as glamorous as real estate likes to, as social media likes to pretend it is. We don't all drive fancy cars and walk around and show fancy houses. I mean, I have literally scrubbed toilets. I have, picked up dog poop in the backyard for showings. It is a hard business. And if you want to make it happen, you just have to go in with an all set of, I'm all in, and there's no failure in it, but it's going to be a lot of work. I don't like seeing people get into it and think, I'm just going to get my real estate license.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden all my friends are going to start calling me and I'm going to sell all these houses. Guess what? Your friends know 5, maybe 10 other real estate agents. So hopefully they call you, but don't be upset when they don't, because they're not always going to call you, especially when you're the new one and you're just getting started. So just be very realistic about, or like right now, right? We have 17,000 real estate agents in the Las Vegas area. So the competition is fierce.
Yep.
And what are you going to do to set yourself apart from the competition to be able to get, a deal? Again, social media makes it look like we're all just closing deals left and right and swimming in our pools full of
money.
cash.
Yeah.
But,
$1 million listings.
Yeah. I mean, the average real estate agent nationally closes 1 deal a year. Most people can't survive on that.
No.
Even here in Las Vegas, the majority of agents don't do, 3 deals? It is, it's a really tough business. And it's not because they don't want to do more deals. It's just, there's
Especially
17,000
right
agents. And there's only how many closings are we getting a month right now? Like 2,000? Yeah.
Not a lot.
Yeah. 17,000 deals divided by 2,000 agents. Are you getting your piece?
No. So there you have it. It isn't easy. It's a grind. It's hard. Where can people reach you if they need to reach you? Phone number, whatever you want to give, social media, all that good stuff.
So, you can find me at Cherish LV for Las Vegas Life. Cherish LV Life is my social media handles. Some people thought it's Cherish Love, and it's not. It's Las Vegas, because I really do cherish the Las Vegas lifestyle.
Yes.
Like, I love this place.
It
I was
is,
born and raised here, and can't imagine being anywhere
One of
else.
the unicorns, born and raised.
Yeah, I know. Or you can visit me on my website. It's sellingvegaswithchristina.com, and you can find me. You can slide into the DMs.
Yeah, slide into her DMs. I need to buy a house. Reach out to her or sell your house.
Give me a call, 702-604-4067. Happy to help. And thank you
All right,
so
guys.
much for
Let's
having
hope.
me.
Let's hope this buyer of hers loves this house. Thank you
I
so
know,
much
right?
for being on.
If
I
I
appreciate
leave and drive all the way over there and then they no show,
Oh my God. Yeah, we'll find them. We'll find them. Thank you so much.
hopefully we'll get this house sold. So
I
that would be
appreciate
awesome.
you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Okay.